Okay, good. So, basic eurythmy challenge is be in contact with yourself. As the principle that countercurrents can take place by themselves. That's behind this exercise. Yeah, I feel into the surrounding and I tell myself, take time. As if it would be substance. To arrive at myself, yourself. And use all senses to feel into your chest, your heart realm, feel your lungs weaving. And then try that this being perceived lets your inner react. And this can bend down, bend slowly, stream downwards. And like a well, the streaming down does not empty what has happened in your chest. And then let go and breathe. And last time we did the R exercise, and that's R is just a basic gesture which also lives in the two triangle exercise. So when from the floor we create this triangle of light upwards, light streams upward. And you feel how it takes everything along. Yeah? But you still feel your feet. And then from your head downwards, you step to the left and right. And you practice letting go, letting weight happen. And then you reactivate the light in it. And somehow you try to feel both, and it's a weaving interaction. And you try even to imagine a little bit that from the fingertips, from left to right and left foot to right foot. Yeah, there's a sort of closing happening. And then let go. And when the breath reacts, you know it was. We do it one more time, and maybe that's a sort of proof or test. You try to create this streaming upwards, and I say when you do this with 80% and with 20% you still perceive yourself. And this makes happen that despite of streaming upwards, you feel grounded even better. Despite of being labile and movable, you feel grounded. Yeah? Okay, let's try again. So, light streams upwards. And you try to bring this about. And you enjoy this streaming upwards and becoming flexible. But you notice, oh, I feel my feet even better. Ah, how is this possible? Then maybe for a moment you do it this way, that you just stroke along the triangle of weight, waist downwards. And you just practice that your brain becomes mud, that your belly comes out, that your trousers, you must be careful not to lose anything. But then, in this weight, you feel a force still carrying you, making you upright. And then you still can again reactivate the triangle of light. And feel both in a living communication. And then let go. and breathe. And maybe you have noticed that in the light triangle, I tried to make you aware of, oh, the contour is also happening. I feel myself somehow even being down in my feet. And when we did the weight triangle, I was overdoing it. But then through perceiving into myself, again, a force came which made me within the triangle of weight, upright and spacey somehow. And you might remember the meditation I gave you in the beginning of our sequence. Yeah? Okay. And then we do the O. Please speak twice. We do it twice. O. Let's start. O. And you let go and you make a step as if it would have been a eurythmic exercise, because you tried to feel, how did I shape my mouth, my cheeks to bring this O out? What did I do? So you try to observe this and to hear the sound at the same time. O. And let go. And when we do the O gesture, maybe you have noticed that you tried that the cheeks had to become round, and then it sounds better. So we do the O from on the heart level. You start at the heart. You create the horizontal O. And you try to bring your arms forward. And then into this O, you send warmth, empathy, attentiveness. So let it become round and big. And maybe this has an effect on how you breathe, how you stand. And then you let go. And let go. And one element is that I try not to just move my hands and make the circle, which also works, but I like to do it in a way as if I could use my muscles of my heart, of my chest, to send the hands into the O, that it's actually perception in my hands, which make the hands follow. And then comes a second step, that from the center of my heart, I stream into this space, that this streaming, suddenly like a balloon, makes it full and creates a tension. Or not tension, yeah, like a balloon, the skin of a balloon. You feel, but you're not doing it, it's just happening. And that has then this inner effect on the breathing. And last thought to this, and then we do the O exercises. When Steiner describes the O in the Eurythmic therapy course, he says, you can even touch your collarbone first before you do the O. And you will notice there are different ways of doing it. When you feel it, let's do it one more time, that every sound brings you back to yourself. So you, from your heart, you create this O. Yeah, you lead them around, then you feel it. And when you let it grow and grow, you might notice, because you hold it, it exceeds pressure everywhere. So you even feel pressure coming back to your chest. Yeah, just because it's becoming full. It's a natural thing. And then let go. So that the O somehow is, I nearly lose myself, but then my losing full-heartedly even supports me and brings me back to myself. Okay, we do the classical O gesture. I don't do it too slowly today, and I only do it 5 times to save time. Yeah, and we have spoken the O, and you can try to feel, what kind of tension do I need that I hear it again? Oh, above the head. And again, let it happen a little bit and then let go. And I speak, the therapist speaks, and the patient practices to listen with the body, not just with the head. A little bit lower forehead height. Ooh. Relax. Center. Ooh. And relax. Little bit lower. Ooh. And a little bit back to the heart and downwards. Ooh. Maybe here you watch that the upper arms, yeah, they need, you must hold them that they do not come down. O. So do the O below once again from the heart. O. And now you need your upper arms to preserve the roundness, the fullness. O. And feel into the lower and let go. Make a little step and then we lead or we glide. The specific word is gliding down with the O, yeah? So you do it above the head. O. And then you just glide down. O. And you feel this O gliding down into your being. And you start in the realm of light. And you invite it into your O. And you bring it down. And you invite the light to enter into your inner space. And you do it again, and you just observe what does the light do when it arrives. Ooh. In your inner. And you must first arrive and then wait a little bit to let it unfold. And then do it a last time. And try to have this O feeling, that the O sound comes when this fullness happens. And you lead this down. And you let go. And then, last time with the S, the jump with the S legs, which are often called O legs, but they aren't O legs, they are S legs. And here we do the O, yeah? And here the O is, you let go. And then you use your thighs to become round, to expand. O. And you try to have the feeling of roundness down there. And let go. So it's not the elasticity of the S, it's just to become a balloon. And Maya, if it's too hard, you have pain in the legs, you just go down and you just try to become round. And for those who it's easy, they activate this thighs in such a way that you start being lifted a little bit. Yeah. And you feel it coming around here. Everything is getting around. And you let go. That you can sink into your roundness. We do it the last time. We just, we sink into the depths. And then it unfolds. Oh. And then the upper arm can feel roundness is happening. But it comes from you are down there and you grow down there. I live down there. Oh, so nice. And this creates roundness and let go. As S was a dynamic something, this is a something of growth. And just stand for a moment. How do your legs feel like now? I'm not sure if you asked the client, but for you, it's nice to observe. And then we repeat the O, but you know what you have been doing with your legs. Now this O up here still can feel that it was in the legs before. O. And you come back. You do it on forehead level. O. You do it on heart level. Maybe now it's much more natural. Just do it. You know already, it's just happening. Oh, and you come back a little bit lower. Oh, and you come back and you do it below. Oh, and then you have the O below. You can feel the mirror O above your shoulders. Okay, I bring you there. You take the O from above your shoulders and you just let it glide down to where the other one just has been. Oh, you are below, but you know the O above. Oh, it's a gliding down. It's not a leading down. Just let it glide. And maybe now you don't have to build it. It's just there. You know it, and you practice. Okay, I let it glide. And then become still. Feel your legs. Feel the O around your belly. Feel the O above your shoulders. Slowly sit down and listen to the resonance. Which parts of your body come to your mind first? Which ones want to talk to you? How do you feel your belly? Is it the upper belly or the lower belly you feel? how do you feel your chest compared to this? And how would you describe the overall felt shape of your body? Is it more an apple, pear, banana, cupboard? Just can transform into anything. How is it now? And just breathe, relax, enjoy. Great. Instead of sending you into breakout rooms now, maybe just a little feedback from some of you, and then we go into the consonants, and then we go into breakout rooms to discuss in small groups what you observed, yeah, to intensify this. Any feedback from what has been right now? Farah, please. Unmute, yes.
So I find it very protective in a way. It just feels like you are bringing that light in, and it's especially going down to the belly, going down. It just feels very wholesome. It feels very complete, and I just feel that that is something I would like to do at the beginning of the morning, at the end of the day, kind of thing, to help me have this like a ball of protection around me or something. It just felt like it gave me like such a big buffer.
Great observation. And maybe we take this because we have bees, yeah? A bee grew already. And what's the, when you say protection with the O and the B,
Yeah.
would there be a difference? Maybe we cannot answer it today, but we can take it along, this question, yeah?
Yeah.
Depending on what else has been experienced, yeah? Thanks, Farah. Thanks so much. Anything else which would be nice to be shared? I mean, you don't know before, you just give it a try, yeah?
Yeah, I felt like my back unzipped, and there was a very strong straightening of my back, but it was almost like my back was unzipped. It was the sense of freedom in my back.
Yeah, when you sit so quietly with the light of the window behind you, one can nearly feel it. Huh? Can you see how behind Andrew? Yeah, this light is rising. So nice. Yeah. And you know, these observations, they are always momentary. Yeah, you cannot say it's always, you can have some basic things, but yeah. And this countercurrent, you lead something down. Huh? And this happens. Yeah. Makes sense. Klinghardt Institute. Who is Klinghardt Institute? A Klinghardt Institute. Let's be surprised who is coming.
It's Daniela.
It's
Daniela. That's Klinghardt, Daniela. Great. Hi, Daniela, on the airport somewhere, huh?
Yes.
Which airport? Which airport?
London, no, sorry, Fiumicino. I'm going to London Gatwick.
Yeah,
And
great.
the
So,
quietest place I found is not very quiet, so I'm going to mute myself.
yep, good. So enjoy. We have just been doing the O very quietly, yeah? The whole sequence of the O, yeah? So we send you this protective energy for your journey now. Okay, any other observations to be shared? O.
I felt my belly very much, and I felt like heaviness. I don't know, it was heavy all the time for me to do it.
While doing or in the resonance afterwards?
More in the resonance, but it was a little bit hard for me to do it. I don't know. It was heavy somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, sour apple to bite in. Yeah. Yeah. Good sharing. So it's not neutral. It's something what I'm doing. One could say it from this, yeah? It's not just leading on, the body is reacting. And in this case, it says, oh, what are you doing there, yeah? Thanks, Angela. We also need this kind of feedback, not only, oh, yeah, but also, oh, yeah. Anything else?
I could also feel heaviness in my thighs, very profound, like very intense, in both left and right.
Nice, yeah.
I could feel like I was bathing in this resonance, and all my organs, and I think my palpitations got worse. But overall, I felt I could breathe more. My whole body is breathing somehow.
Yeah. And what did you say got worse? I didn't understand the one word.
I think that what was existing there a bit vibrated a bit more. Because I had I often have palpitations.
Yeah.
So I think so that has kind of a little bit amplified.
Yeah.
It's as if this vibration has kind of penetrated in everywhere and maybe amplified something. Amplified everything, good and bad.
Anna, you nod with your head. You say yes. You are still muted, Anna.
Yeah.
Can you? Yes, now.
I'm actually on my phone, so it's
Yeah.
kind of weird. But I felt the edges of my body. I could just feel as if I could feel myself, the edge, so almost having tingling all around the edges of where I've been sort of contained. This is me. Is how with little tingles all over my body.
Yeah.
Like the silhouette.
I'm not sure, Maya, did you say something or did you not? Or yeah, your thighs. You spoke about your legs. Yeah, right. And Branislav, you?
I had a difficult breathing when I started the eurythmy, and I realized that it helped to release the astrality, and I can feel the space again being relaxed, the space inside of the body, but also the boundaries. So to me, it had this calming, relaxing, letting go effect.
Yeah. And now it's very important that those who said, oh, for me, I find a little bit, my observations are a little bit, and now call it difficult or strange. Yeah. What am I doing there? That those do not feel bad. That I did not do anything wrong. Yeah. It's just showing the other pole. It's just showing what the O also can do. Yeah. And it's a sort of discovery. Oh, it can make me heavy. It can make my, yeah. It can lead me down. It can lead too much down. Maybe I'm not ready for it. Or yeah. Or maybe I just need it or whatever. But it's just, yeah. Oh, everyone had so nice. And I'm now feeling my belly, my lower belly very strongly like this. Yeah. It's a mixture of being nice and being, why is it so strong? Yeah. And just observing these things. That's what it is about. Yeah. Good. Okay, I follow the sequence RMSB. It happened by accident, how people brought their wishes last time, but you know, what is an accident? And as Daniela is not here, Dragana, you are the one who is the first victim. And you don't have to work. We just look at the Eurythmic figure together now, because there was the question. Then we practice the M, and afterwards we ask Dragana to do M, and I just have it in small, but I think you can see it. And there the question was, what are these yellow colors do? Why? I don't remember all details of your questions, Dragana. Maybe you can repeat it. But you have 3 colors, and all Eurythmic figures have 3 colors.
Okay.
A few have 4 colors, but that's a large exception, and that's only with the soul gestures, yeah? And the 3 colors are called movement, feeling, and character. And they symbolize a little bit, the movement is just how I move, how the quality of how I stream, how I walk, how the body moves, yeah? And then that's how the dress is painted. That's always the movement, yeah? And then you see that the M movement very much emphasizes the below, huh? It's somehow like with tentacles, it touches, it moves forward, and the body isn't even, there's a lot of feeling in the movement, I say, yeah? And it's pointing somewhere, yeah? And the whole movement is also bending, yeah? The back is round, but the shirt, is it shirt or skirt? I never know, points down. The feeling always is expressed by the waves. And that's here blue. And that's somehow, you don't move your arms physically, you just try to create something which makes your arms move. When I said this, the O, I use my heart somehow to bring my fingers forward, yeah? And I'm not just moving my fingers forward. Then you try to create something around your arms, which makes them move. So it's actually the blue which makes the arms move, and not what you might think, the lilac, which you see in the arms, yeah? And this, but then the spots which are distributed over the body and over the clothes, yeah, it's not just in the body, it's strangely enough, that's called the character. That's somehow punctual consciousness, something which is important for you in the movement, which either makes it soft, that makes it very aware, yeah, which makes it strong, yeah, the B has red character, makes it strong, and here it means, the lilac means, it's very attentive, yeah? Perhaps a warm attentiveness, yeah, is a quality of the M, yeah, it's not red, but it's active, it's close to red, but it's also blue, receptive, yeah, so in the arm movement, you are in this an inner activity, but at the same time very receptive. And then you see that even the back, there's a little lilac spot, which Eurythmic therapists love, because then you say, oh, feel also a little bit into your back when you do the M and expand there, yeah? Feel the warmth, go backwards, yeah? And also when the head has this lilac, it makes the head a little bit inclined towards the movement. Steiner even speaks about that M means understanding, and this can be expressed also there, that, yeah, this attentiveness, the warm attentiveness, is even a little bit in some, felt some also in your forehead, yeah? Dragana, I just started talking. Did I meet your questions a little bit?
Yes, great, thank you. Interesting.
Great. And the M step, the Kibich step, or the flap wing step, yeah, I've learned a new English word, yeah, I can show you now. So we do a little bit M together, and then we ask Dragana to do M. If you don't refuse, you are free and can refuse, and we look a little bit, and then we talk what we see, yeah? You can still make up your mind if you're open to this. But at the moment, I have to spotlight myself, yeah? Okay, please join exploring the M. And first of all, just return to yourself again. I take time to arrive at myself. And the fantastic thing about this basic exercise I've just done with it, whatever the theme is you want to work on, you can find it in this movement. Just look, do the hands, I take time, yeah? And then this movement towards your chest can already be M. This attentiveness of the lilac, the feeling. And then when it flows over and you stream down, you again can somehow already feel, see, perceive M. Yeah? And then breathe and just notice that M is not bound on a typical movement, it's a quality, yeah, which you can express in typical movements. So let's do the arm gesture. And for the moment, just take one arm. No, let's take two arms because that's how it was taught in the very beginning, that with both arms to stream forward. And then you turn your hands and stream towards you. And to be able to explain more things, I say, okay, after one movement, stop already. Yeah. And we stick a little bit to the Eurythmic figure, but some details in addition, that you try that the movement is not starting here, but you have your hands here, and you have the feeling of a space behind. And the feeling comes, goes through your shoulder blades, and then takes the hands along forward, yeah? And then when you turn your hands and you stream backwards, it does not stop when the shoulders are reached, but it's breathing into the space behind, yeah? And then you turn and you stream forward. And then again, let go. And you can let go both ways, out there or here, yeah? And this movement was, oh, you just feel when it's the right moment to start. Also with clients, maybe you do not emphasize these things, but with you, so let's do it again. So you are somewhat prepared, and then you feel it coming. And then you feel now it's the right moment to follow with my hands. And then you invite the streaming in, and the hands go along with it. And again, let go. When you work with clients, you must decide, do you start this way, M going out, or M coming in, yeah? And most of the time, no, think about it, but you can say, maybe it's good to start towards you and not starting, because many of us are in the giving, and then you lose yourself. And how do I come back to myself? Yeah, how do I get the reward of what I've been giving, and you drain out? So maybe for many, it's nice to start, take first. And then when your treasure chest is full, then you can give, yeah, without running completely in. Yeah. Or with others, it's important to end, yeah, with taking. Okay, that's just something you can, when you work with people, have in mind. That was not now the quality of the movement, but just additional something. Now, when you have the eurythmic figure, and now do it only with the right hand, we imitate the figure a little bit. Maybe you have in mind that when the right hand goes out, it's not stretching, it's becoming somehow round, like this. So it's even dropping from your fingertips, and then you turn your hands. And then it's coming back. Yeah. And let's do it again, that you go out, and it's becoming round, like this. That's how the right arm is drawn. And then when you come back, that's what the left hand is drawn. The hand is and the lower arm also is rather steep upwards. And this means you really bring something along with your arm. Yeah, you will find many people who go out nicely, whatever, do this, and when they come back, the hands stay horizontal, and you have things and they just glide away. Yeah, only your hand is coming back, but the cake is just falling, is staying on the table. And when you do this, you go there, and Steiner even speaks about an elephant nose, yeah, which just goes into a glass with jam, yeah, and then you turn, and then really bring your hands, your lower arm up, that you bring something back. And this you can now try with both hands, that one arm, the steeper, is coming in, and the other one is going out and becoming round a little bit. And then you go out, this one comes back, and this one becomes round a little bit. And then you get the feeling a little bit more of kneading, a dough or something, and not just streaming in and out. Yeah. It's still a space in. Yeah, I overdo it now, yeah. It's not just going out, M. So let's do the horizontal M, which you often do. You go out and in, M, yeah, which I often do, the master of countercurrent. And now let's transform it a little bit into the eurythmic figure. The arm going forward is really diving in. The arm coming back is really bringing something along. And when you work like this, you might notice that the head likes inclining because it's a little bit imitating what's going to happen. And maybe just stop and just feel how you stand. And how do you feel the lower back now? Yeah. And all kinds of perceptions are great. For me, it's surprisingly nice at the moment, my lower back. Okay, the lap wing step, the question, lap wing, in German it's a very different word, Kiebitz, yeah? And they have this large, broad wings, the laps, yeah? They have, and they fly, they are small, yeah? And I have sent a video where you do not see it, but you say that the lap wing, when it walks a little bit like this, yeah? 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 Forward and backward. Yeah? And I just noticed I did not practice. And with children, you can do it, stop, too quick. Just stop, and we do the classical M, which you do with grown-ups most of the time, that we do only the legs, that the leg behind comes in, presses against the fourth leg in front, and then the leg in front goes out. So it's an going apart from each other and the coming closer. Apart and coming close. We did it last time, huh? Apart and coming close. And this you could call the M step, and just go back and combine it. You can change the legs now that the other one is in front. And then you just do the M with the arms. And you feel it happen in the legs. Even this becoming round and going into the earth. Wow. Yeah. So it's not only front, it's just together from each other and then wow, into the depths. And all your attention is to the legs connect with the streaming above. Does the streaming above invite the legs to be part of it? And then just stop and let go. And if you volunteer to perform afterwards Stragana, you can choose if you do this, or the lap thing is that you have one leg going behind, kicking the behind leg back, then the leg from behind comes and kicks the front leg back. And then it comes back and the front leg kicks the back leg kicks the front leg. And now that's slow motion, that's the idea. And now, as the head knows, oh, I have to move, the art would be that when you do it again, that the front leg really touches the other leg, and it's a physical contact which kicks the other one out. So I'm not lifting the front leg myself, but I try that it somehow is kicked out. And the front leg touches, places itself and kicks the other one out. The back leg touches and kicks the front leg out. And then after a while, you can just try that the back leg and the front leg, they just like kicking each other friendly away and then coming back, kicking the other one. I try again. So that's the funny part now. You are prepared, one foot is in front. I just stay like this, then you can see better if I do it nicely. And tuck, tuck, tuck. And I just try that they meet. And this you combine with the M movement here. And the art is, and I forgot practicing this before, is that here it's completely calm. Completely calm. Wow. This M, maybe even diving in. And down there, there's this whoa, life going on. M, master of contradictions. Okay, so I hope you are all busy with yourself. Let's give it a try. Calm, be above, and life below. And after a while, you stop, relax, become calm. And I've shown you the very slow version. I think of you, Maya, who said, oh, my legs last time. Be careful, do not overdo it. All of you, we do the slow motion version. The back leg kicks the other one away. The front leg kicks the other one away. And now, just let go again. Normally I say the one is in the flow of the other. We will sit in extremo in B. And here it would be independent. I have this and I consciously try not to connect it, but this has its own rhythm and this has its own rhythm, and I live in both rhythms. One time slow, and those who are done, sit down, and those who want to give it a try with the quick one, get another run, yeah, before we sit down. So the slow version of the left-wing step, you start behind, bam, bam, yeah. But it's an independent rhythm from below, and it's still the front, the legs push each other out. And maybe you stretch them, that really we have being out, being together, being out, being together. Yeah. And you live in two different rhythms. And pause. Those who are done, sit down, please. I will not see it. I do not turn to the camera. And maybe a few of you, try again the quick, yeah, where really the legs are kicking each other out and you stay at the same place. And you are very calm. And just you try that the legs hit each other. And do not just run away from each other. And stop. Relax. Breathe. And slowly, or feel the legs. And feel the realm of your chest. And feel your overall how you stand. And decide yourself when you want to move to your chair and sit. And in my case, I just noticed, oh, now it's something starting. Oh, now the legs becoming more. Oh, now I feel like held, that I even don't want to move because such a lot of being held, nearly too narrow, nearly oppressing my breathing a little bit, but at the same time, amazing feeling of being held, not impossible to fall. It's a surprise now for me. Maybe you feel completely different. And then just, yeah, despite of everything, let go, sit down. Listen to the resonance. Feel again what you observe in your body. And not so much the physical things here, I have pain and there, but the not physical surprises. Oh, cold. Feeling there, feeling of light there, colors there. Tightness there, width there, whatever. And we are not sharing now because my suggestion is that we have breakout room groups of 2 people or 3 people we will see in 5 minutes or 2 minutes. And I asked Dragana if she would be willing to demonstrate one of these different M's. This could be only with the arms. And then I would suggest, yeah, it can be with the M step. And it could be the Lapwing overlapping version. The L has silver gray colors and orange characters, so it's a very open listening sound, yeah, but a lot of warmth in it. So let's just do the L movement. Maybe you know it. That I like to start horizontally. You can also start somewhere else. And then you go into the depth. You rise up to your heart. And you open to the periphery. Yeah. And you come back into the horizontal. When you do the L in eurythmic therapy, you stay under shoulder height. So you do it, you come up, L, and you make it round, maybe around throat, shoulders. Yeah. But it's a preserving gesture. Yeah. L belongs to the moon, to the eye. So you can even make, oh, just it opens and you say, stay here, and you just stroke it, that it likes to stay here. Yeah? It's an L quality. Come in, you open, and you say, stay here. Yeah? Don't go away immediately. And breathe. The ha, yeah? Which can look a little bit different. This goes away. And the L says, stay on earth, stay. When we do it later for the Hallelujah, it opens up more. We will do this. But I go into eurythmic therapy first. Just one more element for the L, that when you start in the horizontal and you look at the eurythmic figure, or just do it that you got the finger go down first, then the lower arm goes down secondly, and only then the upper arm starts pushing, going down, that in the center, again, the hands rise and open. Yeah? And when you watch the eurythmic figure, you look at it, you will see it very clearly that the upper arms stay up very long. Fingers go down, lower arms go down. And then now it's round, otherwise it wouldn't be round. And then the upper arms, yeah? Yeah, bring energy in this roundness. Then let go. Another element from the L is when you come and you bring it up. Then your hands come up easily like this, like, yeah, bringing something along. And then here in front of the heart, a transformation takes place. It's becoming like the bud of a beautiful flower, which then opens. Yeah. I do it once again. You come in, the upper arms stay a little bit back to make it round here. And then this transformation, it's a process of an opening and let go. And what I like is what I did already with you. I work here in the body. So I'm not turning the hands, but I work here to make this process going. So have your hands here and maybe create the spot and now work in your chest to create this and open it. And this only shows what happens in here and feels inspired and goes with it. Yeah. Then the legs, we directly touch the legs, imitate the L a little bit in such a way that you could do the L with the legs, with the knees, that when you come together, yeah, and then the knees go forward, and they go from each other, they go back, they come together, they touch, they go forward, they go from each other, they apart, yeah? So just do the L horizontal, what you can often do, you go forward, from each other, behind, and you come forward, yeah? And now let your knees go with it, forward, from each other, back, yeah? Together. And this would be the moment where the little jump takes place, yeah? So when they comes together, maybe make a little jump, and then, and the last time, come together, oh, and relax. So when you only do it with the legs, you try, there is this L movement, that is flow from behind of the lower system, and you're just swept along. So you dive in, you're swept along, and then, wow, it opens, very calm. And it's always streaming down together. You're swept along a little bit. You feel it, yeah? One way of doing it. And then you can combine it over with the legs, with the arms, not going over shoulder. And let go. Okay, this was just short touching what the legs do in Eurythmic therapy. And now we go back to the arm movement. Feel the warmth in the lower system. To do the hallelujah together. This transformation process. And we start with the ha. And then we just do the ha once, yeah, as a preparation, not in the hallelujah. Ha, yeah. And then you let go. It looks a little bit like L, yeah. Yeah. But actually, it's not an L movement, it's going away. And you listen into a space. Yeah. So let's start with Sajjan Ha. It goes away, and you listen, listen, listen. And then you receive, ah. And in this space, you do the L, starting small and below. L, like cleansing windows in your power. 1. You go to the next level, transformation. Right. You go to the next level, transformation, light. And you remember it happens in the body, heart level, L. The heart is doing this transformation, L. Throat level, the L becomes a little bigger, L. And you look out of your throat. Forehead level, L. In your forehead. And you look out of your forehead. And the last one, crown above the head, skull, L. It happens in your skull, L. And then you do the E, you arrive to yourself. I feel myself in front of you. Take time. New spaces open. And now 3 big L's, one connected to the depths of the earth. L. one connected to the light of the heights. El. And one connected to the warmth of all souls. El. From your heart, you stream into this space. Ooh. And in meeting you, you arrive at yourself. In this, the I unfolds. E. The R opens up. Receive. And from the outside, aha is being done. You receive it, let it disappear into yourself. And from there, the answer speaks to you. Feel your uprightness and feel the space of the light you're standing in, quality of the light you're standing in now. And slowly sit down, listen, switch off, whatever feels good for you now. I say thank you for being within this group. It's great with you. Thank you for all these beautiful things we allowed to do and experience together.